I recently took a solo trip to Birmingham, Alabama, and had a blast.
This is very interesting.
I saw vintage sports cars, learned more about the civil rights movement, munched on a southern delicacy,
I love fried pickles.
had lunch with a stranger, gallivanted all over town in typical Courtney fashion. Basically, I did as much as possible. And in this video, I'm showing you my favorite activities to give you some exploration inspo for your next trip to Birmingham. If you have any questions about these activities or solo travel in general, ask me in the comments. One of my most memorable experiences in Birmingham was my visit to the Barber Vintage Motorsports Museum. This museum is home to endless sports cars and the world's largest motorcycle collection, with bikes dating all the way back to the 1800s.
So it is Thursday afternoon and I am about to head to the Motorsports Museum. It's only $15 to get in, so I figured why not check it out. I'm excited to see what that's all about. I'm at the museum and the guy at the front said that we should start on the 5th floor and then work our way down. So that's where I am right now. I can take pictures, videos, anything, as long as I don't touch anything. And yeah, it seems like a really cool place so far. There's a lot of cool stuff here, and there's also a racetrack outside where people are actually racing, like Porsches it look like. So I'm gonna head out there when I'm done inside, but this place is so cool. I highly recommend. I'm out here now watching the racing happen, and I asked the guy at the front like who these people are and how they got to do this. And he said that these are just regular people who signed up like months in advance for some sort of day-long class and obviously racing. But it's a class with, he said, actual professional racers or drivers. And he said that it costs about $1,900 for this one-day experience. So that put things in perspective, but really, really cool. And makes me curious to know how much something like this would cost somewhere else.
Birmingham is also home to a lot of civil rights movement history, which I enjoyed learning about at the Civil Rights Institute.
So I just got my ticket and it was $15, and unfortunately there's no video allowed inside. So I will just be taking pictures and I guess showing you the shots that I get.
The Institute spoke to specific events that took place in Birmingham and in the state of Alabama. It was an especially great place to learn about the infamous bombing of the 16th Street Baptist Church, which is located right across the street. This bombing made national headlines in 1963 for taking the lives of 4 young black girls. The Institute walks you through how authorities identified and later convicted the bombers decades after the crime. Today, you can visit the church and tour the inside to learn more.
I left the museum, which is the building right behind me. It was really great. I loved the exhibits. It was very informative. There was so much information. I really could have spent like all day in there just reading everything. But they had really great pictures and videos and audio. It was definitely worth the time, and I would highly recommend to anyone who's in town. So also at the museum, I got this pamphlet to check out the park that's right across the street. So I'm gonna go over there, just read the different signs and look at the statues. So this park has a self-guided tour where it takes you to each of the statues and gives you a sentence or two on the significance of each one.
During the Civil Rights Movement, this park served as a gathering space for demonstrations hosted by the Southern Christian Leadership Conference. A number of the statues paid tribute to the famous student protest of 1963, where hundreds of Birmingham children were arrested or attacked by police officers for protesting segregation. The park also honors the lives of the 4 girls killed in the church bombing with a beautiful sculpture called 4 Spirits. These were some of my favorite activities during my trip, but of course there's so much more that you could enjoy in Birmingham. Consider popping into a few shopping centers, or stopping under one of the colorful tunnels downtown for a fun photo op. You could also visit Vulcan Park to see the world's largest cast iron statue tower over the city. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up so YouTube will recommend it to even more viewers and they can get inspired to visit Birmingham. Please subscribe to my channel and leave a comment with the activity that looks the most interesting to you. And I will see you in my next video. Bye!